Hi, I'm Terry Etherton. I'd like to discuss with you some facts about supplemental bovine somatotropin. This is being widely used in the dairy industry and is used to increase milk production and profitability. Supplemental BST is safe, numerous studies have shown this, and is being used because it helps farmers produce more milk and it increases their income. Supplemental BST or recombinant BST, sometimes referred to as RBST, has been developed through biotechnology and is a wonderful new technology for increasing milk production. There's been a public discussion that's going on about the safety of our BST-free milk, and I'd like to share with you in a very clear fashion that there's no scientific evidence that indicates it poses an increased risk of anything for the consumer or the cow. So the take-home message is it's absolutely safe. Dairy farmers benefit from RBST, as I'd said, by increasing milk production, and they have an increase in milk produced per unit food consumed, which translates to more income. Importantly, the use of RBST-free milk requires no capital investment. And it's not really appreciated by many consumers, but this is a technology that was approved by FDA in 1993. They approved this as being safe for the cow and the consumer, and has been used since then in over 1/3 of the cows in the U.S. dairy herd. There's been some information to the public recently that infers or suggests that our BST-free milk is not safe. You can go to the grocery store and find milk that's labeled in a way that says no antibiotics, artificial hormones, or pesticides. This is absolute nonsense. The milk is the same as organic milk and as conventional milk. There is no difference in the composition or quality of milk. So our BST-free milk is not different than other milk, and the use of this technology has no effect on milk safety, nutrition, or taste. It's important that you appreciate that milk from all dairy cows contains hormones that are produced naturally. Some find this surprising, but the fact is that all milk contains natural occurring protein and steroid hormones. In fact, vitamin D, which is touted in all cartons of milk sold in the United States, is a steroid hormone. So it's interesting we have a public discussion about our BST-free being a hormone, and yet there's no concern about vitamin D, which is a steroid hormone. It's also an important point to understand that bovine somatotropin, or BST, is not active in humans. The safety of milk from cows supplemented with RBST has been reviewed by a number of agencies and has been approved by the following: the World Health Organization, the American Dietetic Association, the National Institutes of Health, the American Medical Association, the Food and Drug Administration, as well as several other scientific organizations worldwide, have concluded that all milk from BST supplemented cows is safe. Well, what's driving this public discussion? The selling of fear or bottling of fear for profit. Well, the motivation, of course, is money. Although there's no difference between RBST-free milk and milk that comes from cows supplemented with RBST, and no consumer benefit, the interesting fact is that dairy processors and retailers are charging a lot more. The price range or the price markup spans from 40 cents a gallon to more than $2 a gallon for our BST-free milk. So there you have it, a remarkable markup, a manipulation of the margin from milk that does not differ from any other milk in the market. The motivation behind this, of course, is money. Although there's no difference in no RBST milk and no consumer benefit, dairy processors and retailers are charging from more than 40 cents a gallon to over $2 per gallon. Some farmers may receive a small premium for not using RBST, but it's not enough to cover their losses and is far less than what processors are charging consumers for the product. So the primary benefactors from this markup is post-farm gate. Some processors are claiming that there's a growing consumer demand that's driving them to provide this product into the market space. There's no scientific evidence for this. According to a recent survey released by the International Food Information Council, a majority of consumers, more than 80%, state that there is no information that they would like to see added 2 food labels, and only 1% named biotechnology as information they'd like to see added. None mentioned biotech foods as something that they're avoiding. So there you have it, the facts about supplemental bovine somatotropin in the context of this crazy public discussion about a new product in the market space, which is our BST-free milk. It is not different than conventional milk, so the consumer's paying a lot more for nothing. And I'm Terry Etherton.